I would like to normalize marketing books in ways that doesn't rely on telling us about tropes in the books or even telling me details of the plots in the books, because neither of those things actually tells me if I'm going to enjoy the book. And I assume I'm not alone in that the main thing that will tell me if I'm going to enjoy a book or not is if I enjoy the protagonists in that book. If these characters have rich interior lives, if they are just genuinely cool people who in real life I'd want to hang out with, that is going to make me love that book. So, in that spirit, I'd like to introduce you to the protagonists of my book series, the Gwambi Tetralogy, My Father's Land, My Father's Ghost, and My Father's God. If you've been following along, you've already seen my introductions of Ella Pickering, Ernest, and Hallie Blissfee. So I'd like to introduce you to my final protagonist in the Gwambi Tetralogy, and that is Clarence Blythe. Clarence is a character who is very near and dear to my heart because he reminds me so much of myself. Clarence grew up in a big, loving family. He's got several older brothers, several younger brothers, and he grew up on these grand romantic tales of these wars for independence, of how his country, the Lladwyddi Republic, how they gained freedom from these empires. And so he's got this dream of joining the Lladwyddi military and being like this knight errant who fights for justice and freedom. And so he's been training in martial arts for many years before the books begin. But Clarence also just loves drama. He creates drama when there's no drama there. He loves being the center of attention. He loves making everybody laugh. But Clarence is a bit immature and also pretty naive by the time these books begin. And so a lot of his journey in this book series is just his coming of age story as he has to grow up. And a lot of that involves him encountering real violence for the first time and having to grapple with the actual how horrific violence actually is, even though he's been training in it for many years. As well as a major part of Clarence's story is him wrestling with the humanity of these people that he has been trained to view as villainous his whole life, and recognizing that these people are doing things often for good reasons, or at least rational reasons, and Clarence has to come to terms with that if he is going to continue fighting them. So that's Clarence Blythe. Like I said, I love Clarence so much, and I think you're going to fall in love with him too when you read these books. So please check out the Gwambi Tetralogies, link in my bio, and I really hope you enjoy hanging out with these characters as much as I did while I was writing the books. So check them out, and happy reading!